Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Cardano family. Appreciate all the love. Let's get right in today's update and really take a look at what's happening with the price of Cardano today, and what we could be expecting as we are obviously starting off this new week. So speaking about starting off this new week, you can really see, we did start off on a little bit of a positive note. You can see across the board a lot of green across the market, and ADA itself is also up about 1.6% over the course of the last 24 hours, with the price currently sitting at 66.4 cents. We're down about 0.2% on the Bitcoin side of things, with the valuation sitting at about $24.3 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about 1.25 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So we're going to take a look at what's happening with the Bitcoin dominance first and foremost. You can see for yourself, we did break out of that 59.7% mark, which was the next target to be looking out for. You can see, clearly broke out above there, and, we went up to 59.83%. But since then, a little bit of a decline, which of course is nice to see. If you're looking at Bitcoin, though, Bitcoin is something we want to be paying very close attention to. So Bitcoin is back in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which is a very good thing. So now the question is, was that wick down to 103? Was that the bottom? Because like I said, we have indicated this on the channel before. I was talking to you guys about how we might not fully fill this in, but it is going to try to fill it in. We did come very close. So was this the bottom? We'll see. Obviously, still looking for the confirmations on my end for Bitcoin. But if you're looking at the price of Bitcoin starting off this week, we're back in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And, we did come up to 112,000 almost. So, since then, a little bit of a minor decline. But, we're back in the 23.6, which again, as I've stated to you guys before, it is the bare minimum level for Bitcoin to be at. And as of now, it is there. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, let's still look for confirmations. For me, first confirmation, 117,000, and then obviously 120 to be the next one. So we got to keep an eye out for that. But the fact that we're back in the 23.6, that itself is a good sign for now. Looking at ADA, let's give it a refresh live. I don't know where the Fibonacci levels just disappeared to. There we are. So you can see the price of ADA is still on this upwards trajectory. It's kind of getting close to, this 67 cents retest that we just had earlier today. You can see for yourself, we came up to that key range and saw a little bit of a minor decline, which of course kind of goes back to what I said. Bitcoin also saw a little bit of a decline. And obviously, remember what we discussed yesterday in the Cardano update, that we're seeing a very similar price pattern playing out between the two. If you're looking at Bitcoin price right now, and if you're looking at the Cardano price, a very similar pattern playing out. Right now, yes, I think we would have already been in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. I would have loved to see the price of, Cardano in the 78.6 and closing back into that key range. But we need to keep in mind that the dominance is much higher than it was just a few days back. We need to keep that factor in mind, which a lot of people tend to forget. So target again remains to be the 78.6, getting back into that key range. I do personally project 69.14% is going to be a hurdle for us. We might see a little bit of a rejection on that key range, but a breaking above that takes us back up to 73.3 cents, in my opinion, which was a level we were at on October 13th. But so far so good. Like this trend so far that we're setting for ourselves. If you want to put this into perspective, we're up about 13% since October 17th, which again is nice to see. But we want to be in the 23.6 and kind of start taking it from there. But we got to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think. And remember, as always, do your own due diligence research when you are investing in crypto. Very important to know. Yeah, I'll see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.